Dr. Hahn, I want you to look, I think you've seen it, and our viewers can look at this chart, which compares U.S. cases to those in the European Union, in Canada, and South Korea. It is just so stark and stunning. The only trend line going up is the one in green. That's the U.S. So you look at that and you think about what the president said again this week, that coronavirus would, quote, sort of just disappear, I hope. Can you give the American people clarity on the time?
Hey, American people, let's actually give you some clarity and get away from the bullshit news. So here we go. First of all, look at the graph. It's just comparing the figures. 7-day moving average of new cases. Key thing about new cases is it's per capita. How many citizens do you have? Johns Hopkins also has all the information that shows otherwise, but they choose specifically this graph because this specific graph feeds into their narrative. And that is trying to show Americans that, look, America's getting worse. I went to Johns Hopkins website and actually found the numbers based on percentage, which countries are the worst based off of the population. If you guys look at this, Peru's actually number one based off of daily positive cases and population. They're at 39%, even though it's only 571 cases based off of their population. That is 39% of their population is increased. If we jump all the way down to the bottom, the US falls number 14 on this list at 11% of daily positive cases. Because of our population, yeah, the graph that they're showing is showing that we're jumping up in a tremendous amount of numbers because, yeah, we jumped up 19,000 in the daily confirmed cases, but we have over 370 million people in this country. So take the percentage, and that's why that leaves us with an increase of 11% versus Peru, where it's only 571, but that's leaving them increasing at 39% based off the size of their population. CNN has the exact same information that I pulled up for you guys, but they specifically chose the one that only showed the number of new cases because that feeds into their narrative. That scares society, thinking, look, the rest of the world is doing better and we're getting worse.